everybody. Okay, so this is the second week in a row I've actually done this, so I think that means I can officially call it a thing now. And I realized if I'm gonna start doing live videos as much as I would like to for you all, you're gonna have to get used to seeing me without makeup on, which is why I have big sunglasses on. I'm sitting outside at Target trying to fit everything into my day because I was at the hospital with a friend till about 5 in the morning, going on very little sleep, so all of my videos that I had set for today got pushed to tomorrow, but figured I can't really push the Monday mindset video to Tuesday. That doesn't work, right? And I want to start you out right in your week. So last week, the word I asked you to carry with you was perspective. And we talked about trying to keep perspective from the customer viewpoint, or from your potential, or from your downline. So the word I want to talk to you about this week is ask. And I remember as a child being really embarrassed of my mom, because my mom is a very strong, confident woman, and has all these traits that I really, really admire as an adult, and admired then, but they were a little intimidating to me. And she was always that person who was never afraid to ask for what she wanted. So that meant, if we were at a restaurant and she didn't like her food, she was sending it back. Or, if she didn't like the way her coffee was made, she was going to ask them to fix it. Or if she didn't like the answer that she got to something, she was going to ask for a different result. And that was just this embarrassing thing to me as a kid, because I'm like, oh, Mom, just let it go, just let it be. And as I've grown into an adult and become a mother and become more confident in myself and in my business, I've learned that I've adopted a lot of those same qualities where if you don't ask for what you want, a lot of times you're not going to get it. And I think that translates really well into our business, because a lot of us get scared of the whole business model, because our business model requires you to put yourself out there a little bit, which means you have to ask people to go on this journey with you, and you have to ask people to, okay, I gotta take sunglasses off because I can't even see. You have to ask people to host parties. You have to ask customers to support you, and a lot of what we do is sitting behind a computer screen, so it's easy to kind of not have to bridge that gap. And so what a lot of you will do, and what I have been guilty of doing in the past, is you'll post, contact me to host a party, or you do an attraction marketing post on your page and say, ask me for information if you want to sign up. And sometimes we get lucky that way, right? I've had a lot of people who have come to me wanting to sign up without me ever having to say anything. And I've had people who have come to me who have wanted to host a party without me having to say anything. And I've had random customer orders. And it's easy and it's fun and it's cool when that happens, right? Because you didn't really have to do a ton and you reap this reward. But don't be fooled into sitting back and resting on your laurels and thinking, well, it's happening for me that way, so that's all I have to do. Because you will run through that quickly, and you will get to this edge where you have to ask, and you have to ask personally. And I think if you take that even a step farther, you have to ask yourself for what it is you want from your business, from you, from the performance that you're going to put forward, from how you're going to treat this. You've heard me say a lot, if you want this job to pay you like a real job, you got to treat it like a real job, right? So part of that is asking for what you want from your customers, from your potential hostesses, from your potential presenters, and learning how to do that in a way that's not spammy and not pushy. And I'm at the point right now where, I've kind of run through my warm market, and so I'm having to push myself to ask for people to join my team, and I've had a lot of success with it, but it's scary. It's a scary thing. About a year ago, I was on a Black Status call, and The woman at corporate who was leading the call said, you know, when we're toddlers, we understand the word no to be a complete sentence. But as adults, we somehow feel this need to try to justify no and justify yes. And we have to get to a point where we learn that it's okay to ask for the results that we want. So that, you know, that's what I'd like you to carry with you this week. I'm going to leave it really open to interpretation for you. I think there's a lot of different ways that you can interpret this. What I'd like for those of you who are watching and who will watch this later in the playback to do is comment a way that you're going to apply that to your business this week. What are you going to ask for? And the more specific you can be, the better. How are you going to ask someone to link arms with you and take your business to the next level? And you know, I'd love to see some great ideas flowing in the comments. We can all help each other and we can all cheer each other on. So have an awesome Monday, have an awesome week, and as always, if you have questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks.